Dun, 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 dun. It's that time. It's OG story time with Rachel Pena. That's me. Like, that's not obvious. How's everybody doing today? Woo, woo, woo. Looks like mobbing weather by the sun. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Let me put this little package back, shall I? Check this out. Got a little collection going on here. If you haven't noticed, if you don't know, and now you know. Look at that. Whoa. What do you think, Congress? Pretty fucking dope, Rach. Oops, I dropped some of my script. The hell? Cut her off. Now, how's everybody doing today? Today, we are going to be doing OG story time. And let me tell you, for vlog number 6, this one I definitely enjoyed researching for and making. So, being how 420 just passed and we're still in the 4th month, I figured perfect time to do an OG story time and to share and show you guys a little bit of the knowledge I've learned just within a couple, I don't know, 15 years of research. Anyway, anywho dilly. Back to what I was saying. Now, I just want to share this information with you guys. It's all educational, okay? So nobody has to freak out or anything. Let's see. All right. The first question I had was, what is CBD oil? What is it? It is a cannabinol discovered in 1940. It is one of 113 identified cannabinoids in cannabis plants and accounts for up to 40% of the plant's extract. It's made by extracting CBD from the plant, then diluting it with the carrier oil, such as coconut oil or hemp seed oil. So that's what CBD oil is. It's a cannabinol. But cannabinol is a psychoactive cannabinoid which is found in one of 113 identified cannabinoids. So there's a lot, needless to say. A lot of scientific names as well. And I'd like to see a stoner make a video, a compilation of just, like, stoners using big words. Because, like, have you ever heard a stoner try to say what THC stands for? Tetrahydrocannabinol? I think that's what it's called. Alright, and then my other question was, and I'm sure other stoners out there could relate, 420, hear me out. What happened to regular weed? Like just Reggie, like regular, or the brick stuff, or sensamia. So that is what I'm going to tell you, my friend. Sensamia is very important because I didn't know this until today, that in the 1970s, sensamia is what we were mostly importing into the U.S. So therefore, it was more stemmy, seedy, and more of a hash burrow type plant, like the head, like, how do I say it? It's like the clumps. And what they did was they sent it out. That way they distributed it mainly from Colombia. That's where we used to get it in the 1970s. So I did a little bit of research, so check this out. With popular belief, today's marijuana is literally 57 to 67% more potent when compared to the samples from the 70s. And this is marijuana that the government has tested from the 70s that doesn't equal out to half the potency that we have today, my friends. So, In the 1970s, around 72% of buds in circulation were brought into the US rather than produced on the home, aka a front door. Literally in our front door in the backyard, but really in the basement because that's where the real good shit went down. And of that 72%, between 50 to 60% was brought from Colombia. In the 1980s, marijuana imports slowed and there was a jump in potency of the average sample. This meant that a lot of Americans could grow right in their backyard, aka basements, could grow right in their basements, which meant fresher weed closer to home. And then the 1990s, the brick marijuana, bricks, all kinds of bricks, and you've heard rappers write songs about it, and I'm sure you've heard that term, bricks, because that's a term that was very popularly used from the 70s all through the 90s, where we would import bricks, not me personally, but us as a United States would import bricks of produce from Colombia, and these bricks would be compressed and compact, literal bricks of marijuana. And the reason they called them bricks is just the way they stacked on each other and of how much they were able to compress into such a tight squeeze. Now, brick marijuana was more pervasive in the 1990s. Imported brick product was not so favored by 2010. By 2010, everybody was like, nah, I'm not doing this brick shit no more. I can't do it. We can't find it. We can't get it in. And from what I was reading through Chicago Sun-Times and through the Tribune and a few other news outlets, was that a lot of the carriers that were bringing and importing the cannabis that we were importing from other producers were literally getting busted and not going to where they were going to go. So there was never, the distribution really slowed by 2010. 2010, Sinsemilla became the norm. It became normal, representing a majority of 60% of the seized samples. So 60% of the samples that were seized were majority of the regular weed that was in population and in circulation from the 1990s through the early thousands. Now, the third question I had was, does smoking marijuana help with the pain? Well, I could tell you, a lot of people I've asked who use medical buds, medical marijuana, medical weed, medical edibles, CBD oil, pens, or even edibles, really, they do help, have said yes. They all have said yes. And I've talked to middle-aged adults. I've talked to I'd say mid-20s, early 20s, to even some as young as 18. So I definitely have gotten a wide perspective of different people from different age groups who how they feel when they use marijuana and how it makes them feel. And majority of these people do have some type of pain or some type of anxiety or some type of body ailment that's getting to them, whether it be mentally, physically, or emotionally. It's something going on with their body. So therefore, they take care of it with medical marijuana. And when I was in Las Vegas, Nevada, I smoked and tried the edibles. That's why I'm agreeing that yes, the edibles do help with pain, because when I tried them, when I was in Nevada, I didn't have any pain pills. I didn't have any Xanax. I didn't have any, what else? I don't drink alcohol anymore, thank the Lord. So I was really looking for something to ease my pain, and definitely the medical marijuana that they sold at a local dispensary near Las Vegas All you needed was a state ID and needed to be an adult, which I have both. I am both. Hello, I'm a U.S. citizen, and I am over the age of 18. So, it worked out good. Because it did work out for my pain, and I was like, yeah, bruh, yeah, let's die. Let's fucking die. And what's my favorite munchie snack? Leave in down in the comments, what's your favorite munchie snack? Munchie snacks? It could be a bunch of them, because I'm about to list a good 5. Let us see here. What did I say? Nah. My favorite munchie snacks are juice, which lately it's been OJ, or apple juice, cold apple juice. Fire. Sweets, of course, all kinds. Chocolates, snowballs, Twinkies, ho-hos, Suzy Q's, Zuzus, wham wham. You dig. Shout out OG. To my OG. And I can't say who she is, but she knows who she is. I'll show her this video. You know who I'm talking about, Boboski. And fast food. Who here, when you're sober, have a craving for fast food? It just happens. They've drilled it into our brains since the 70s, since before that, and making hamburgers and cheeseburgers and coming out with donuts and deep fried goodies and, oh good God, help me, poop. I just need, what am I gonna poop do? I just need to know if I can even eat this poop. Sorry about that. I started freaking out there. I'm much better. Sorry. Anywho, chips with dips, chips and salsa, Doritos and sour cream, Doritos and salsa, whatever I can get my hands on. If it's chips and salsa, I'm in. Pop, it's gotta be cold. It's gotta be cold. Fruits, with lemon and chili powder, mainly the Tijan, which is like this Mexican chili powder. You can find it at any Hispanic or ethnic aisle at your local store. Tijan, if you don't have it, that sucks, because it's a da bomb. It's like a chili powder you put on there with a little bit of lemon or some lime. And I'm preferably on mangoes. Woo! Alright. So, to end this OG story time, I will say this. I think I'll tell you a little story of what it was like to buy weed in Chicago before it was legal, and why I don't and didn't do it no more after that. Well, the reason... Okay, first, I'm sorry. Once upon a time. OG story time. Once upon a time. It was me and an old buddy I used to know. And I was in need of some bud. I'm like, I need a dime. So I asked him, where could I get a dime around here, Joe? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe from Gangster 26, which is a gang over there by 35th Street in Chicago. By 26th in California. Anyway, I'm like, okay. But I wanted my bud. So, I got my money together. Well, needless to say, all I had was $1 and $9 in change. So, I walked by this school, and I saw some young bucks by, like, a playground. They weren't real young, like 13 or anything. They looked like they were still not real old, in their 20s. I mean, I was probably 18 or 19 or so. I know I wasn't 20 yet, so I was like 18 or 19. And I walked up to this young dude who had to be like 16 or 17. And he was with his other gangbang. There were like 4 other dudes. I'm like, I don't even know if this is the guy. I don't know if they even have it. I don't even know what I'm doing. I walked over to them, and sure enough, I was like, hey, I want to buy some smoke. Anybody help me out with that? And one of the dudes walked up to me like, yo, who are you? What's up? What you is? I'm like, I'm just a pothead, man. Just looking for some bud, and I got I got $10, but it's change in a dollar. It's that bad, man. I'm that desperate. And he's like, what, man? He was looking me up and down and was like, I guess he felt bad for me because I was a girl. I don't know. And I was just like, I mean, I took a gamble. I took a gamble. Anything bad could have happened. Anything bad could have went wrong. And I could have been locked up. And especially in Chicago. So he gives me a bag of bud. I give him the change in a dollar. He's laughing with his buddies. And I know they're making fun of me. But I'm like, man, I got some bud though. And I went back to my friend Joe's house, and he was literally laughing so hard. He was making fun of me the whole night. Like, haha, you had to go meet this dude, and you didn't even know who they were, and how did you do it, and what did you say, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know the dude anymore, but when I did, I mean, we'd have some chats that would end, just literally make me sometimes laugh so hard I almost pee my pants. Good God. Whoa, funny. But that was then. This is now. Woo, are a lot of things going to change this time, YouTube? Woo, are a lot of things going to change? The public sucks. I just want to say that. Other than that, I got a job. I'm going to start working soon. It's definitely been a chore, but I'm getting it done. So, thank you for joining me for this day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.